The folks here in Florida definitely used to this. Rain in the forecast as we join you from Everbank Stadium here in the city of Jacksonville. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Two weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down. But you look at this Bronco defense. They played extremely well last week in that win over the Packers.
And the big difference in the game? Their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? Sanders to throw. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Here we go, start. Panther 60, Panther 60.
From the gun on 3rd down, Sanders. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Fielded at about the 28. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Now the Central Florida product is R.J. Harvey. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 2. Now they'll change things around before the snap. Again, it's Harvey. And he'll be tackled at the 45 following a gain of just 2. And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here comes 3rd and the length of the football. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Here comes 3rd and about a foot. Trying to run for it. Here's Harvey. And he will have the Broncos first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
First down. A gain of 1 yard. First down, Denver.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Wow, and that is incomplete.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Down the left sideline. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos are on the board first here this afternoon. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Here we go.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of the game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, 2nd down. The Jaguars at 2-0 here to begin the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
Now Sanders. Throw left side complete. That's Hunter. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
And they'll run with ETN. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll try and sneak it here. And they'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Jaguars are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now inside the 25. And he winds up getting this all the way down to the Jags' 19-yard line. 57 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Let's go now. Go.
They're going to look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now a 2nd and 10.
60 back.
He'll drop to throw. This is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Ready.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they're looking to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Trap 50, trap 50.
Off the play fake. Here's Sanders. Now they'll tuck this and run. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
Let's go now.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And this will be a Jaguars first down as good running gets them to about the 44. 11 more on that one and another first down.
At the 44-yard line.
Ready. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Go.
Right back to him on first down. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great play there with his 4th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. Pretty entertaining start. 14 all the score on EA Sports. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. 2nd and 11. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. Yeah, quite a turn of events. This is 1st and goal from the 3. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. He'll try again. And this time he is into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Extra point attempt here still to come. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, and you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Looking to put a drive together. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And that's going to be incomplete.
I'd give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
10 yards to go.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll set up a throw. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And taken right on the 30. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have, and think back to it.
There he goes, right side. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Etienne with career touchdown number 75. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll begin on the ground with Harvey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll get that complete to Franklin. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
He'll look to throw. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. Jaguar pressure and Jaguar sack. Devin Lloyd. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Now they'll bring 4 receivers into the fold here. It's third and long. They'll look to throw here. Setting up a screen for Harvey. And they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the first as he's dropped at the 46. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on fourth. Oh, it's a wobbler here. That'll go for only 17 yards on the punt. And it will be first and 10 as they take over. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Out of the gun here, Sanders. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. 69 yards. And the Jaguars take a 3-touchdown lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
But one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go and try and put some pressure on the defense. Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a third and long at the outset of this drive. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. They're going to try and throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And not much running room. Down to the 32. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Second and 8.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And we'll get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Jags are able to add on to their first-half lead. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. The Broncos on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. Now back to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
That's to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
13 yards on the play. And the Broncos
Back to throw again. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final done. Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. There he goes, left side. Inside the 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And what a letdown after a huge play. He's going to pull this in and then set sail for the end zone. And he nearly made it, too. But he's going to be tracked down just short of the goal line. So a big play there that's going to set him up with 1st and goal at the 1-yard line. And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And this time he is in.
Yes.
His 3rd rushing touchdown of the year, his 5th overall. And the Jaguars have taken a 5-touchdown lead.
The kick is good.
Extra point splits the uprights. And a rout is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
Third down, Harvey. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster the first half, so where do they go from here?
Well, first thing you have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely, but you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Denver has the first down. The play going for 15 yards.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards. Second down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough with run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
But he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
And he is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
They'll try and run for it. Pushing his way through. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great play there. 30 yards. And the Broncos take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Come on.
And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
Look Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. ETN once more. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Here's Logan Cook now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. A 77-yard punt return. And the Broncos are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
49. Broncos 28.
So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. Now ETN to start the drive. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter.
97. Set, ready. Hut.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Now 3rd down and 7.
Here we go.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. Call it a gain of a yard. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. This is fielded at the 27. So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. But we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect 2nd half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the 2nd half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the 1st.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
The 2nd down play, not much better than the 1st, just a gain of 1 there. The offense on 3rd down, they've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 10. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's Devin Lloyd with a pick. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll run with ETN. And he has the first down as he's able to reach the ball forward and get past the line to gain.
A gain of 6. And the Jaguars first down.
Ready.
Another toe for Etienne. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd.
Come on, set. 50. Ready.
Now they show jet sweep it instead and run up the middle here. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. 5 yards on the carry, good pickup on first down. 2nd and 5.
Here we go. Hut, hut.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense.
Here we go.
And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6. At the Broncos' 18-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Now they'll run it on the toss. And the Jaguars are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Set, ready. 50, green.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal. Such a long drive here. 3 points. That would be a disappointment, but I don't know if you can go for it here, can you?
Well, you know, the defense was really giving them a lot all the way downfield, and now they've stiffened. Forget that bend, don't break. Now they don't even want to let them get a yard, do they? So in this spot, you remember what the coaches told us before the ball game? Any drive that ends with a kick is going to be okay with us, whether it's a punt, a field goal, or an extra point. Take the field goal right here.
Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. And he pushed it. Pushed it from short distance. Wide right. It's no good. And the lead will hold at 3 touchdowns. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Nice chunky yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on